Welcome back to the 9th Gym program, and today we are talking about Blissey. Now, Blissey and Chansey both have their reasons to use them. Blissey does have a little bit better bulk, but not really with Eviolite. So, a couple of different things that you can mess around with there. Going for Chansey or Blissey. But today we are covering Blissey. We'll cover Chansey in the near future or in the not so near future. We'll see what happens. If I get enough, hey, can we get a Chansey? Then maybe we'll do Chansey soon. Anyway, so Blissey has some crazy stats, but also some terrible stats, like abysmal stats. Most notably, the defense stat down at 10, unbelievably bad. But HP at 255, okay, that's crazy. Special D at 135, so as long as your opponent has a physical Pokemon, then they're a little bit in the clear. And another really dumb thing is Minimize Blissey. The only bad thing about Minimize Blissey is that max moves hit 101% of the time. So they're going to be able to hit your Blissey if they save their Dynamax for the Blissey, which they should. But at the same time, if you don't bring Blissey, then they are in a weird... It's weird. It's super gimmicky. It's super memey, but it's neat. So that's what we're talking about. So let's talk about it. So, normal type Pokemon, very normal. Weakness, 1 weakness to fighting and 1 immunity to ghost. Very normal ability, or very normal typing. Our ability is healer. We went with healer. The other abilities are actually not bad. Natural Cure is really solid. Serene Grace, it doesn't really get any, reason to play Serene Grace. Maybe like if you go for a Calm Mind set and then a bunch of random moves that give you a cool ability, a secondary effect could be cool, but we're running healer. So Natural Cure is good, but you have to switch out, and this is a setup Pokemon that you don't want to switch out in doubles. So yeah, we're using healer instead so that we can potentially get some value out of that. We probably won't, but potentially can, which is cool. So at the end of the turn, you get a 30% chance to heal your ally Pokemon status condition, which is neat. Not going to come up too frequently, and when it does come up, you only have a 30% chance, so, is what it is. Anyway, let's look at some of its stats. So I already looked at HP 255, crazy, defense at 10, crazy bad, and then special D at 135, which is very solid. So specially very good. You have Calm Mind to even supplement that even further. But yeah, defensive, like physically defensive, it is bad. It's bad. I don't really know how else to say it. Special attack, actually pretty good. Like 75 is not crazy, but after a couple of Calm Minds, your stored powers could be really, really strong, which is really good. Or even other coverage moves could be really good as well. And then speed at 55 is nothing to write home about. It's not great. It's not bad. It's fine. Anyway, let's move on to the VGC build itself. So, meme build, we have Minimize, Calm Mind, Stored Power, and Soft Boiled. A very annoying Pokemon. I went with Leftovers here for the item, because there's not really any point to using anything else. Yeah, like, this Pokemon can be the exact same as Chansey, essentially, but instead of Leftovers, you get Eviolite, and then I think that's actually just the only difference. So, I don't know. Chansey's probably better. It has less HP, though. Yeah, Blissey's cool. So, Leftovers, healer, and then we went with the 4 attacks of Minimize, Calm Mind, Stored Power, and Soft Boil. So, Soft Boil gives you some heal, which is good. Minimize makes you not be able to get hit, which is neat. And then you have Calm Mind to make your stored powers insane. Stored Power goes up 20 base power for every stat upgrade that you have, in which case Calm Mind gives you 40 base power additional every Calm Mind, which is really, really strong. Also, it supplements your special attack. So it's very good. After a couple of Minimizes and a couple of Calm Minds, your stored power is starting to do a lot of damage. Pair this with something that's at Psychic Terrain, you're doing now an additional 30% damage, or is it 50? A lot of damage is pretty much all I'm saying. I think it's 30 now, right? That was the nerf. Anyway, yeah, a lot of damage. Blissey does a lot of damage with stored power. Now, it's not insane, and it's very, very hard to calc. So I did with Psychic, but then it was weird, so I just didn't have it. So for my damage calcs, it's all defensive calcs. I'm sorry. That's just what I could do. It was weird and it was annoying, and yeah. Blissey, it was dumb. It was weird. But yeah, stored power can do some good damage. And then Soft Boil with heals. Pretty good stuff. Now, we do have a lot of other options, though, as well. Substitute can be cool. And then, since it's a Calm Mind set, you can run all these attacks. Ice Beam, Tri-Attack, Flamethrower, Blizzards, Shadow Ball. Whatever you want coverage-wise. This Pokemon has a lot of good coverage. None of them are going to be Stab, but after a couple of Calm Minds, they can do really good damage on like super effective Pokemon. So you have different options there. And then we also have Seismic Toss, which is just generic, 50 damage. It deals equal to your level. So it's just like Nightshade essentially, but doing consistent damage is pretty good. I like it a lot. Seismic Toss is solid. So let's talk about the EV spread. It's pretty basic. I went 252 into HP and then 252 plus into defense, 4 left over into special defense, bold nature to make our defense as good as possible. Now you could just like go without that and then go for Shuckle and just guard split. That's another option. But then you're very weak to turn 1 to turn 2, and there's a lot of max knuckles going around. There's a lot of close combats going around, things like Urshifu, Conkeldurr. You have a lot of problems that Blissey will just die to, so I wanted to go into defense a little bit. And as you'll see in the damage calcs, they do matter for some of them, which is very good. Anyway, that is about it for the VGC build itself. Let's go ahead and talk about these 2 synergetic Pokemon real quick and then move on. So, first off, we have Shuckle, Guard Split. I mean, Shuckle Chansey is like the meme of VGC 2020. It's one of the most memed on things. I lost to it once in the Players' Cup. I'm sure you lost to it once in the Players' Cup. You only ever really lose to it once, but when it happens in Best of 1 and you lose to it, it is the most frustrating thing that can probably happen in Pokemon. I mean, it's worse than like 6 Rock Slide misses in a row. Like, it sucks. So, yeah, it's annoying. It's pretty good. Guard Split is pretty cool. Power Split is kind of cool. Power Split your opponent's guys while Guard Splitting your guy. It becomes super bulky, and your opponent becomes super weak. So that's kind of what you do there. It's pretty cool. I had a sip of water there. That was why that little break. Anyway, so the next Pokemon we have here, synergetic Pokemon we have here, is Comfey. Comfey has a really cool thing called Floral Healing with Tribe, which is +3. Speed priority while also healing your partner Pokemon. Now it's cool that you have minimized set, but then you can't hit your own Pokemon. Well, Floral Healing has 101 accuracy, meaning it'll hit every time guaranteed into your own Blissey, so you can just heal away, and then you don't even have to soft boiled. You can continue going for your Calm Minds while healing away. It also has Trick Room, which is really cool for against a very fast team. You just Trick Room, and then your Blissey is fairly fast. Pretty good stuff. You could even go for min speed if you wanted to. I'm not, but you could. Anyway, that is it for this slide. Let's go ahead and move on to some speed tiers. So, speed tiers, like I said, nothing to write home about, nothing crazy here. 75 speed here, 55 base with uninvested hitting 75. Outspeeding a good bit of Pokemon, but all those Pokemon are typically going to be like Trick Roomy Pokemon. So, yeah, not a great speed tier. Being outspeeding things like Conkeldurr, Gothitelle, 0 speed. Gothitelle, if it has speed investment or just uninvested, will be outspeeding Blissey. But then we do outspeed things like Gastron, Clefairy, Supersized Gourgeist, Snorlax, Rhyperior, Hatterene, Ferrothorn, Dusclops, Gigalith. All these guys that are at the bottom speed tier, we are outspeeding initially, which is good. You can fire off a Minimizer too before they set up Trick Room. Pretty cool stuff. Things that outspeed Blissey: Sylveon, Lapras, Milotic, a million other things. 75 is not that great of a speed tier, but it's not that great of a speed tier. Let's move on. So, some damage calcs. Like I said, I don't have any offensive damage calcs, which is unfortunate because I kind of talked up the amount of damage that stored power can do, but still, a lot of these are really cool damage calcs. So, let's start them off. Oh, and by the way, that Pingoro at the bottom is Urshifu. Like I've said, I miss one thing like every time. Like one thing. But whatever. Boom, fixed. Anyway, so Dynamaxed, adaptability, Life Orb, max invested. This is even with Modest Nature, which I didn't mean to do. I meant to Timid Nature that, but I just forgot. I messed that up. Another thing that I messed up. Anyway, Max Strike with a million things that are buffing it into Blissey. Still only hitting 53 to 63%. This is without Helping Hand, but it's still not going to be a knockout. Pretty crazy stuff there. Next we have Primarina Max Geyser with Life Orb off of the max move, off of the root move, Hydro Cannon. So it's 150 base power. Into Blissey, hitting 38 to 45. This is one of the most offensive, most threatening Pokemon in Series 6. And, like, non-Dynamax Blissey says, oh, did you attack me? Like, it doesn't care. It's crazy. Conkeldurr Close Combat. Now, this is one that does care. We hit that 420 to 494 damage with 116 to 136% guaranteed OHKO. That's a dead Blissey. Bye-bye. That's even with max investment here. Bye-bye. Ain't nothing. Conkeldurr Mach Punch, however, also does a good good chunk. I mean, about the same damage as Primarina Max Geyser with Life Orb. Okay, 38 to 46. Not bad damage, not crazy damage, but not bad damage. Next we have Life Orb, Hustle, Dracozolt, Max Lightning, into Blissey, hitting 88 to 103. Now, this is actually a pretty good damage calc in my opinion. You know, Blissey doesn't really like to take physical attacks, and it takes this one pretty well. You know, 25% chance to Oko, yeah, they could roll and get it. They could get it, but it probably won't. Anyway, next we have Urshifu, Close Combat, into Blissey. That's a dead Blissey. 100 to 118, guaranteed Oko. This is without any supplements. It's just 252 attack. Not Adamant Nature, not Life Orb, not Choice Band. That's a dead Blissey. Goodbye, get out of here. But after a couple minimizes, they probably won't hit it. Like, they will eventually, but they probably won't hit it. Anyway, that is going to be it for that. Also, Stored Power does a lot of damage to that, so that's pretty good. I mean, not the Dark Urshifu, but the water one. It's pretty cool. Anyway, that is going to be it for our damage calcs. Let's go ahead and talk about some single spotlight. So as far as single spotlight goes, this Pokemon, it's a better Pokemon. It's like admittedly a much better Pokemon in singles. I mean, we have things like Natural Cure, which is pretty cool. You know, it's not going to be a setup Pokemon since because of the switch heavy format that singles is. You have Natural Cure, which is really good. You also have Leftovers here, pretty good stuff. Soft Boiled, Seismic Toss, Calm Mind, Tri Attack. You can. This is a very customizable set, by the way. You have, you know, Stone, Stealth Rocks, which is pretty cool. Stone, why did I say Stone? You have Stealth Rocks, which is cool. Great entry hazard that Blissey can have. Pivot in and then drop a Stealth Rocks while they're switching around. You can drop Calm Minds and then get big and then have all of those coverage attacks that we talked about previously. Very good stuff. You have Calm Mind, Tri Attack. We have Seismic Toss here as well for that consistent good damage. It's pretty cool. Pretty bulky set here with just 4 investment into HP, but then 252 into both defense and special defense, and Bold Nature because that defense is trash. But not the worst at level 100 with investment, not too bad. So, you know, you're definitely going to be walling out these special defensive Pokemon, but also not the worst against physically offensive Pokemon. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Makes a huge difference. Go watch me on Twitch, you know, live most days at 6 or 7 p.m., probably 6. That's how it's kind of leaning in my head. I don't know yet. You know, can definitely change. But live most days on Twitch at 6. Anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. Go watch my Twitch. I got a little button there in the thing. You can click on the link. Also, you know, follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, and support me on Patreon. All those links will be in the description if you want to do any of those things. Thank you so much for watching. Blissey is pretty cool. Better in singles than doubles, but still very memey and gimmicky in doubles and worth a shot. Chansey might be better, though, in my opinion. They're both pretty good. Anyway, that is going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.